welcome back for another short flow, helping you today to stretch out your lower body, so legs and glutes. So whenever you're ready, you don't need much at all other than some space on the floor and a mat if you have one, and just come and join me at the front of your mat in Tadasana. The first pose we're going to do today is called mini dancer. So standing in Tadasana, you're just simply going to take your right hand to your right ankle and pull, trying to keep the knees close together. Inhale as you lift your left hand up and pull your right heel back towards your glute. Try and keep nice and upright. Keep squeezing those knees together and you should feel the stretch through the front of the quad. Take a nice deep breath. We're here for about 3 breaths on this side. Last breath all the way in. Exhale, release that leg and switch over. So right arm goes up, left hand grabs left ankle. Bring that heel up towards the glute. Squeeze the knees together. Try and keep the legs in line. Keep lifting through the chest so you have a nice upright body. And again, we're holding here for 3 breaths. And again, you should feel this in your left quad. Last breath all the way in. Exhale, release. And then we're just going to take a big step back so that you're now long ways on the mat with your feet at either end, toes pointing towards the long edge of the mat. We're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So think about pressing through all 4 corners of your feet, get stable underneath, plant your hands on your hips. Think about inhaling and lifting and lengthening your spine as you do so. And then exhale to fold forwards, hinging at the hips. Bringing the crown of your head down towards the ground. Hands go towards the floor of the mat if you can. If you need a block or anything to help you get there if you're not quite there, don't worry, you can use that. If your hands are on the ground, push into the ground and bring your crown of your head closer. And you might want to heel toe your feet out slightly wider if you want to. The aim is to try and get your head eventually all the way to the floor. And just take 3 deep breaths here. And then we'll walk the hands over towards the left leg. Fold the body over the left leg. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale. Walk the hands back to the middle. Over towards the right leg this time. Fold the body over the right leg. Take a nice deep breath here. And then we're going to come up as we inhale, and we're going to come into a side lunge, so a side low lunge. So you're going to squat down on your right leg, keeping the feet how they are, and just squat into this lunge. So you're opening out the inside thigh, pull the chest forwards, and you should feel it more as you look upwards. So try not to look down. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then we're going to inhale as we press through that leg, moving the body weight over to the other side and come down as we exhale. We'll do the other side, and again we're going to hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then you're going to come back to center and just come down onto your knees. Take your knees out wide. We're coming into frog stretch, so you want wide legs out. Flex the feet back towards your knees so that you're protecting your knees, and we're going to come down onto our forearms and push back into the hips, and you're just going to do 10 rocks in this pose. So every time you exhale, push back. You might want to put a bit more padding under your knees. It's quite an awkward position, this one. And just with your own breath, in your own time, just gently ease those hips open. It's called frog stretch. For obvious reasons, just make sure you have those feet flexed. Just a couple more rocks to go. One last one, and then slowly work your way out of it. Be careful because it is quite awkward to get out of, so just help yourself slowly out of it. And then we're going to come into a seated pigeon. So again, come into a seated position on your mat. Take your feet out in front of you, soles of the foot on the floor, and you're going to take your right foot and plant it over the top of your left knee. So if you need to straighten the leg out to get it there, do so, and then bring the leg up under. So then you're going to reach through and bring that left knee in towards you. You might reach around that right foot wherever you're comfortable, and it's just a seated pigeon. So try and bring the chest in towards that shin bone of your right leg. Keep yourself nice and lifted, and you should feel this in your glutes now. Just hold for 3, for 2, keep reaching with that chest, keep pulling that knee in, and exhale, release. And we'll switch legs. So right leg can go underneath the left, ankle crosses over the top of the right knee. Bring that right leg back up towards you, bending at the knee, and reach through and around that shin. So never pull from behind either, just protect your tendons and stuff behind there. Always pull from around the front of the knee and bring that knee in towards you. You might find one side's tighter than the other. Again, lift the chest, aim it towards the shin, so you're trying to connect shin to chest. Keep lifting and sitting upright. And again, we're gonna hold for 3, for 2, and for 1, and release. Shake the legs out, and we'll come into a bound ankle pose now. So soles of the feet go together, heels come towards your groin area, and you're just going to hold your feet like a book, and then use your elbows to push down on your calf muscles to open up the hips even more. As we inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen, and as we exhale, we're going to fold over. So you won't get very far most likely, but you can just let your head drop towards your toes. Think about nose towards your toes, and we just hold here for 10 breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. You're probably over halfway now. Last couple of breaths. Take one last breath all the way in. Exhale completely, see if you can fold deeper over those legs. And then inhale as you unravel the legs. Bring the legs back up, and we're going to come onto our knees now and do some ankle rocks to get into the ankles as well, because they're a part of the lower body, right? So sit back on your knees, and you can place your hands just halfway mid-thigh and just begin to lift your knees off the floor, so you're stretching the front of your ankles. If you want, you can lean back for a deeper stretch and just lift the knees off the floor, maybe 10 or so times. If this is not enough for you, you can always try and grab the knees with your hands and lift them that way and stretch and do more of a static stretch. See if you can keep lifting the knees higher. Just do whatever you need to do to gently get into those ankles. Open up that front foot, help them become more mobile. Last couple of rocks. And then finally we're going to finish in half frog stretch. So you're going to come all the way down onto your front, and you're going to reach back with your right hand to your right foot. Bring that heel in towards the bum, and then try and flip the grip. So fingers and toes should all be in the same sort of line, and you're going to grab a hold of the toes and then press down. Flip your elbow around and press down, pushing the heel in towards the bum, and you can just pummel it. And maybe take a couple of breaths, 5 to 10 breaths this side. So this is good for opening up the shoulder as well at this angle. And it also helps give your quad a little massage. If there's any pain in the knees, please do stop, because this should be all in the front of the quad. And eventually your heel might go down past your bum, depending on how tight your quads are. So last couple of breaths this side. Inhale as you lift off that one, and then switch over. So take your left hand now to your left foot. Again, find that flipped grip pose position with your hands, so fingers are the same direction as your toes. Flip the grip over, use the elbow to push down, and then pummel the quad of the left leg. And again, 5 to 10 breaths this side. And just keep pushing and pushing until eventually, as you keep practicing this, your muscles will release and loosen. And a couple more pummels on this side. And then exhale as you release. And just come onto your backs for one final stretch. We'll just window wipe the legs. So lift, take the arms out to the side, lift the heels off the floor, leave the toes on the floor, and just do a couple of window wipers each side to release the glutes and the lower back. Maybe one more each side. Lift the knees as you inhale in towards your chest. Give them a quick hug with both arms. Massage the lower back. And then if you want to, you can extend the legs and take a mini Savasana to finish your practice.